I just pulled 127 content ideas and I know exactly what my audience wants in less than 2 minutes. If you're a coach, consultant, or course creator, and you've probably realized we're in 2025 right now, that means we're in a trust recession. That's probably exactly why you clicked this video, because you're trying to understand how can I use AI to create content that is not dog shit so that my ideal clients actually view, watch, read my content and stay engaged and become clients. And it's becoming more and more difficult day by day to build trust, because your ideal client is trusting you less and less because they think everything is just generated by AI. You want to stand out with high quality content, and you're probably sitting there asking yourself, what do I do today? At least that happens to me all the time, every time I sit down and I want to create a YouTube video, because we all know if you can be consistent, you win. This is what every big name in the industry, everyone that's made it and that has a channel with 100K plus subs or is making 100K plus in revenue per month knows that you need to be consistent in order to sign that amount of clients and have that amount of followers and that trust with your audience. So how do we do that? And in this video, I want to break down exactly how I do it and how it takes me now less than 2 minutes to actually do this and to get all the data that you need. And I will show you by breaking down exactly this transcript, this little app script that I built, and you can do so too. In fact, I'll link it in the description so that you can just copy paste it into your browser and you can use it too. And it all is based on this one simple thing, right? An API that is actually there for everyone to use completely for free. So without further ado, let me break it down for you and show you exactly what I mean. When you get started and you want to understand what kind of content to create, you're probably thinking, oh, okay, maybe you already know a little bit about content generation. You know, there's tofu content, top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel content. You're probably thinking, okay, what do I do? What is best? Maybe you've heard a bunch of creators talk about how to go viral, how to get as many followers as you want and stuff like that. But trust me, once you've seen this, you know exactly what you need. The easiest way to know exactly what you need is to follow what's already working. And you've probably heard this from the biggest creators before. Hormozy or whoever it may be will tell you you should go and effectively steal from other creators. Don't copy, but go steal. So that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to open up this sheet that I'm going to present to you real quick. Google has this amazing thing called the YouTube API. You can go look this up. It's a YouTube data API. And basically what Google is doing is it's giving you all of the information on YouTube, or almost all the information, completely for free. And now lucky us, we have tools like ChatGPT and Claude that can help us do stuff that we didn't know how to do before. At least if you're not technical like I am, then this will probably be of interest to you. What I did here initially is I built a spreadsheet and built a little app script. If you don't know what that is, I'll probably break it down in more detail in another video, but anyway, it's not that complicated. You can go look it up as well. With this app script, I can do several things using the YouTube API alone. So I want to take you through these things and tell you how they are beneficial for you and how they will help you generate thousands of ideas for your ideal audience real quick. And that would really be step one, is knowing, if you do not, exactly who your ICP is. And ICP stands for ideal client profile. So that means if you're a coach or an agency and you need to understand who is actually your ideal client. And hopefully it's not everyone and everyone with a credit card, but it is more niche. At least if you're at the stage and you're making anywhere from 5 to 10, maybe 20, 30K a month, and you want to scale to 50 or 100K. If that is the case, you need to be very specific on who you're speaking to. And this is an entire topic in itself that I will break down in another video. But what you need to know at this stage is that you need to be as precise and as clear as possible with your ideal client, right? That may be that you're a fitness coach and you help busy executives get a six-pack. Okay, that's very specific. They have money, they can pay for your program, and that's what you do. Now you can clearly identify competitors of yours. There's probably a couple of people out there that are right now running some kind of coaching program or some kind of coaching offer for busy executives. You can go see what kind of videos these people are doing. We would head over to YouTube, for example. So this looks like somebody in this target audience, right? And we can see he's gained quite a few views in the last couple of days. If you're asking yourself what I'm using here, I'm just using this extension by vidIQ. I think it's free. I'm not sure. I might be paying for a plan. But anyway, gives you some stats here. And we can go look at the recent videos that this person has created. This is a competitor of yours, somebody like Eric. Or let's say it could also be other people doing some kind of fitness. Maybe there's just fitness coach. This guy looks like he's posting a lot of content specifically for men. Now, what you can do is you can go grab the channel ID and you can use a tool like the one I have here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of this data. So I'm going to add this there. I'm going to run the script quickly. Okay. And I'm going to go remove all of this. Clear all data. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go say get video URLs from channel. So I'm going to type in his channel ID here. And now this script is doing its magic. And essentially what it's doing in the back end is real simple. It goes and it calls the YouTube API for free. And it will give you back all of the YouTube videos that this channel has done. If it's many videos, like in this case, it may be a few videos, then it will take a little bit of a time, right? It might take a minute or two to actually finish all of these videos. And now it got 800 and whatever videos, right, from Eric. One thing that will be immediately clear to you is that all of these creators that have quite a few followers on YouTube have done massive amounts of content. So if you don't have 100 videos under your belt yet, that may be the issue, which we are working on right now. So what can we do next? We can get YouTube info. Now, this is actually where the fun starts. This is where we can get really cool information that can let us make data-driven decisions onto what content we should create for our ICP, for our ideal client. And as this is a competitor of ours and we run a fitness program for busy executives, this will be very useful. All right, so now as this has finished, you'll see some very important information on the sheet. We have the video title, we have the view count, we have the comment count, the like count, the publish date, and the thumbnail URL. With this information, we can do some crazy shit because now we know how many views they have got. So we can sort this, right? And we can see these were the 2 videos that got an extreme number of views versus all of the other videos that were created. Now you can do a couple of fancy things. Number 1, you will initially have a very good understanding of which titles may work really well for you too. How to lose belly fat fast. Secondly, you now have a cool 853 ideas that you can use for new YouTube content. Am I saying you should just go and copy everything this creator did? No, of course not. But you can go take inspiration and you can say extreme calorie deficit diet results. So this seems like a more complicated video because you need to like recreate these results and stuff like that, right? But maybe you can go choose a simple one and you can always go look up this video, how to build muscle and lose fat. So pretty simple, clean eating for weight loss. Don't do it. You can go look at these videos. We can go open one of them up. We have the entire YouTube video. So here we know exactly what he did. We could now go and copy the transcript if we wanted to. However, we can also just analyze the data for now. So we can see how many views he had, likes, comments, and so on. We could do several things with this. For example, we could click in on the video. Now what you can do is you can also come and look at these 223 comments. Some of them may be just telling you something silly. Others may be helpful. Maybe there's questions in here. So we could go search for that. Maybe we have a question mark, other questions that the people have, or we could just go and copy out some of these comments and see what these people are thinking. What do they want? These are all potential clients of yours that are interested in this kind of content. You can go ahead and copy some of these comments. You can copy the transcript and use this to then create your own videos. So maybe it's not how I lost 25 pounds in 60 days, which is what this creator did, but maybe you want to do a similar video where you talk about how many pounds you lost in X number of days. You even have the thumbnail here. So if you go open this up, you see his exact thumbnail that you could go and copy, obviously with your images and your stuff. So I hope this helps you understand how you can really quickly use data to understand what your people are actually looking for, to understand the opportunity to get the information from other creators out there so that you don't need to sit there and think, what am I going to do today? What am I going to post today? And if you want to be even more lazy, you can just take this information over to ChatGPT or Claude or whatever it may be. Recently, I think Claude gives me way better results in writing for scripts and stuff like that, right? And here we could come in and say, okay, I'm a fitness coach that has a fitness program for busy executives to lose weight fast. I have a bunch of YouTube titles here that I would like you to analyze and give me some ideas for my audience based on these viral YouTube titles. and give me some titles with bullet points that I could use right now. Now we can copy that in. We can take this data. We can even copy some more data like this to give it a little bit of information like that. So that is really as much as we can. There we go. We put that in. And now what I would really recommend, I'm not going to do this in this demonstration here, but if you are a coach, consultant, whatever, you have your offer, let's say you are a fitness coach in this case, what I would do here is give Claude way more context. I would want to know, what is my offer? How much does it cost? Where are my testimonials, my clients, my everything? I would put everything into this chat. In fact, you can even open up a project, just go on to projects. Same you can do on ChatGPT, will probably give you similar results. However, I recommend Claude if you're writing scripts and transcripts and stuff like that, and then go click enter. What this will do is it will take the proven content and the data. It even sees the number of views and the number of likes and the number of comments. If you want to go so far, you can come into here and you can say, okay, I'm going to copy a bunch of these comments here, and now we can throw them into Claude. We can say, okay, what about if I feed you these comments that people had on one of the YouTube videos? Maybe this could be interesting to include questions, answers, and concerns, objections, or whatever based off of these comments, and add these into the bullet points of the video. If so, maybe you can outline which ones you used and how you used them. So this would be another example where I would use this comments on the video to hit this point home and what actual people based off of actual data are asking, right? So here, these are all the questions that they have. So they're asking why perfectionism is killing your executive fat loss based on the comments. Perfection is the enemy of consistency. And I couldn't agree more, right? The same applies to every other coach marketing agency out there, right? If you're trying to be a perfectionist and get everything perfect, you're not going to be consistent and you're not going to put enough volume out there. Here you have real answers, real people that you can include into your narrative when you're doing this video. In fact, you'll even have more video ideas that you can repurpose and use again. You can do an entire video about perfectionism, quick topics, weight loss. And if you add your context, your ideal client, your testimonials, your reviews, your website, your information about your business and your program, you will get so much better in prompting and your results if you add this into the context. So I hope that helps. To round this off, I want to show you guys one last thing with this tool that you can do, and that is actually pretty sexy. So let's assuming you want to create trending topics. We have another crazy tool in here that is called researching trending keywords. Now what we can do here is we can type in a keyword, for example, Ozempic. Now what this will do, and this is again all based off of the free YouTube API, it will give me the last 7 days of content. And now there's been so much content around Ozempic in the last 7 days that I think it maxes out at 200 per row. I don't know if you can change that or whatever, but you don't need more. You can come in here and you see everything that has happened, all of the channels. So you see the video, the channel, the subscriber count of that channel, views, likes, comments, publish date, and the video URL. These are all the 200 videos that were created about Ozempic in the last 7 days. Now you even have some cool insights here, like this is the most views, top channel, average views. The crazy thing is now you can take this and you can go look at some statistics. You can, for example, which video got a significant number of views compared to their channel size. And here we see one. This channel has 2,000 subscribers, but it got 100,000 views on this video. Like, Jesus, that's an outlier. What I would want to do here is immediately take this video, and this is now a short. Okay, cool. Maybe we can copy the short. You can find relevant videos from a small channel that got a crazy amount of views compared to that small channel. For example, here we have a video. This video, and just let me show it to you. The number one mistake people make on Ozempic and Mounjaro, whatever, and how to avoid it. 500 subscribers in this channel and 14,000 views. 309 likes, 27 comments, this video. So if I was in this niche and this was somewhat important to me, this would be the content that I would create around this kind of stuff. I would look at the comments, I would look at the transcript and see if this is something that I'm comfortable talking about, and I would recreate the video based off of this data. So if you want to have the script, you may need to know how to implement it, right? So basically what we have is we're just using an app script file. Okay, this is a little bit of code. I'm not technical, so don't worry, right? Where we outline this information in that piece of code. What you need to do is you need to go create an account on Google for the Google API. You just Google YouTube API, and then you set up an account. You open an account, you get an API key, which you can use, and you go plug that into your piece of code. Okay, so I'll share all the information in the description below. You can use it completely for free. All my prompts and everything that I use to do this idea generation, all you got to do is got to find your YouTube API key, go plug it in yourself, make any changes to it if you want. Like for example, here you could say, okay, please only find me long form content, or please only find me shorts, or whatever. You can build in some more statistics and stuff like that. Same using AI, using ChatGPT. If you like this stuff and you want to see more of it, then leave a comment below. If you want a tutorial on that specifically, like how to actually build a script like this that you can use and amend it and change it, like the prompts I use and stuff like that, if that's interesting to you, please leave a comment below and I will do a video for you about that as well. And if you're interested in this kind of stuff and this is your first time here, go smash that like button and the follow button and whatever you need to do, because that's exactly what I will be serving you, more of this kind of content, so that you can create more and better content, that you can grow and scale your business to 50 or 100K months, and you can absolutely crush it. See you in the next one.